They don't make them like they used to.
It sounds like a cliche our parents and grandparents would complain about, but when it comes to appliances, it is true.
Experts we spoke with say modern appliances like dishwashers, ovens, washing machines have a fraction of the lifespan of similar machines built before the turn of the century.
And when something does break down, repairs on the high-tech machinery are often out of reach for a regular company, much less the common consumer.
But there's a growing movement to empower you and repair services to keep newer appliances potentially running longer.
Reporter Kristen Crowley explains what you need to know.
Hey there. Here for the washer?
This is a familiar house call for Tom Svoboda.
That much water came in from last month.
This is not your first repair on this washing machine.
No.
Parts and labor on 2 of them, you're looking at $325 plus tax.
His 8-year-old washing machine isn't washing.
The problem is the cold water valve is not closing properly.
And it's not the only appliance that's needed a fix.
You've had it on the dishwasher,
The dishwasher.
had it on the refrigerator,
Had it on the refrigerator.
now on the washing machine.
Now on the washing machine.
I do this repair all the time.
How do you compare your appliances today to the appliances you had maybe 30 years ago?
I don't think they're built as well, and they don't last quite as long.
The fact is, they don't. And you don't have to look that far back to see the longevity drop. According to Statista, from 2011 to 2022, several major appliances saw drops in lifespans. Dishwashers dropped from 11 years to 9 years. Microwaves from 10 years to 9. And electric ranges from 16 years to 13.
Appliances used to last anywhere from 20 to 30 years. Now, if you get anything to last more than 10 years, you're lucking out.
For more than a decade, John Gandy with Able Appliance Repair in Kansas City has made a career out of fixing what's broken. But a lot's changed with appliances in that time.
Are appliances more complicated to fix today?
Much more. Everything's electronic.
But a more complicated appliance isn't the only problem.
If someone's appliance breaks and it needs a part, are you always able to get that part?
No.
His colleague, Ricky Bishop, recently ran into that issue on a 1-year-old dryer.
I was like, oh, okay. Well, if the heating element not bad, that's a control board. Looked it up and it said, lo and behold, the board was not even made. They didn't make any parts for it.
So what do you do in that case?
They got a new unit.
Consumer advocates say that is what's at the heart of the problem. Not only are appliances not lasting as long, but consumers often don't even have the ability to fix what's wrong.
It's been a major issue.
Matt Zeminski is vice president of the Repair Association, a group fighting for what's called right to repair laws.
It says that manufacturers have to provide documentation, parts, and tools to a consumer or to an independent repair representative that the consumer can select.
Right to repair laws are gaining momentum nationwide. In the 2023 legislative session, more than half the states considered right to repair laws. However, the push has failed or stalled in many of those states. The Association of Home Appliance openly opposes the bill on its website, saying they require manufacturers to release sensitive, proprietary information and potentially expose consumers to safety and security risks. The group did not return a request for an interview. And while older appliances may have been built to last, one appliance company argues that came with a cost. Tulsa-based J&J Appliances says while today's products may not last as long, they are more affordable than they used to be.
Let's take a step back in time to see the difference. It's 1965. This Sears catalog has everything from menswear to stemwear. Flip to the appliances, and we see this refrigerator freezer combo on sale for $319.95. Now, if we jump forward to today and adjust the price for inflation, it's a nearly $3,200 fridge. Now, compare that to today's fridges. Well, I found this one for under $500, about 6 times as inexpensive. Even the more expensive version is still half the cost. So it's true, we're often spending less money up front, but what about the overall cost? Over the course of a person's lifetime, are we spending more on appliances to purchase and to fix than we did 40 years ago?
Oh, God, yes. That's not even a comparison.
Lucky for Tom, Abel fixed his washing machine issue.
It's a good sound.
But these repairs
$355.39
are adding up.
Sometimes you think, I'm spending more on service calls, and why not get a new appliance?
But service techs say keep this in mind.
The way I say it is the only appliance that's going to last 30 years is a machine made 30 years ago.
They don't build them like they used to.
The right to repair isn't just a consumer protection.
For some, it's a matter of their livelihood.
Using a power wheelchair, it actually gives me more freedom and independence.
More than 5 million people in the U.S. use wheelchairs. Like any machine, they wear down and need repairs. But we found some wheelchair users experience regular repair delays.
It's actually aggravating, to be honest with you.
According to a 2021 study, wheelchair repairs affect more than 50% of wheelchair users with significant financial and personal cost. For many, these consequences lasted longer than 2 weeks.
I need a reliable wheelchair that's going to work.
Valerie Ann and Gary took their concerns to their state lawmakers.
And leaders in Hartford, Connecticut listened. In May 2024, the state passed a law saying wheelchair repairs must be completed in 10 business days.
The legislation also removes prior authorization requirements, which is the need for insurance companies to approve repairs before the work is done.
You can check your state's right to repair laws right now. Just head to investigatetv.com and search Right to Repair.